Okay, we are live now with none other than Deepakness, right? On the SEO Talk webinar, the monthly webinar from the SEO Talkers group. Uh, this month, we are going to talk about flavor of the season, programmatic SEO. And we have with us Deepak, who has been in this industry since 2015, was mainly into affiliate marketing, but since 2022, he has been experimenting with programmatic SEO. He also started Untalked SEO in 2022 itself, where he mainly focuses on programmatic SEO. So it's so good to have you, Deepak, and it's a pleasure for us to host you on this webinar. Before we get started with all the Q&A and everything that we have lined up for today, why don't you give a short, quick introduction of yourself and we get started? Over to you.
Thank you, Malhar, for having me. And hello, everyone. So my name is Deepak. I go by the name Deepakness on Twitter and LinkedIn and other places. So yeah, I'm into, as Malhar described, I'm into SEO since 2015 and have been like experimenting heavily in programmatic SEO since like it's been almost 2 years. And yeah, that is how it's going on.
Fantastic. So we heard a backstory about you being from Bihar and settled in Orissa and all those stuff. Want us to take you through that journey also, because that can get someone interested in how moving between states and choosing the career that you have.
Yeah. So like originally, I'm from Bihar. I have stayed my almost whole life in Gaya, but for college, for I have done like engineering in mechanical engineering. So for that, I moved to Odisha, Bhubaneswar, and after that, I liked the place. After finishing my college, I had all my friends here and continued to stay here. And I really like the place, and I'm like almost settled here in Bhubaneswar.
Superb. Thank you so much. So, mechanical engineer turned SEO professional. That's match
Yeah.
made in heaven, if I can say that, because there are certain, I would say, I can't say strategies, but something that you learn in engineering how to crack stuff, right? And that is probably helping us in the SEO journey as well, right?
Yes, yes,
So,
definitely. I would say that it has definitely helped me with several things. Yeah.
yeah, सब जोड़ना तोड़ना सिखा देते हैं.
Yeah, definitely.
ठीक है. So we move to the Q&A part now. Right. So,
Sure, sure. Yes, you have prepared some questions, so
oh
let's
yes, I have, and let us see. Let's start with that programmatic SEO bit only, right? Because that's where this entire conversation is centered around. So, in your opinion, right, what is that core principle behind programmatic SEO?
yeah. So first of all, I start by saying that the name programmatic SEO itself is very confusing. So because it doesn't properly describe what like if someone has not heard of the term programmatic SEO, it will be very difficult to understand what it might be. So programmatic SEO is basically just a publishing method. The more proper name for the strategy would be something like bulk publishing or mm, like something like this would be much better. But yeah, programmatic SEO is just a publishing method, and you still need to know all the basics of SEO in order to do well in programmatic SEO. So yeah, that is how like you have kind of templated content. You create a template and you have all the data uh, like for the variables in inside a database. You connect the database with the template and then start publishing multiple pages. So that is what programmatic SEO, the basic principle of programmatic SEO is.
Okay, so basically, yeah, if I have to say put a thought around it, it actually helps you to scale your efforts at a higher level, right? Would that be the right way to put it?
Yeah, yeah. What you can do with programmatic SEO, you can also do without programmatic SEO. Like you can manually start publishing all the pages, targeting all those keywords, but it mainly saves time in publishing. Like for example, you'll have to do all the uh, like you will have to add images, you will have to add the publishing date and all that stuff. So basic setup, you can skip the basic setup. You can only do the basic setup once while creating the template, and then when you run the import process, it will generate all the pages, and you'll not have to mm, like deal with the formatting and all every time.
Okay. So again, if I have to dumb it down, right? So uh, in your way, how would it differ from a traditional SEO, right? Some of the basics you already mentioned, but from a very SEO point of view, how does it differ from that traditional SEO?
Yeah, so I would say that the regular SEO, um, for content creation in regular SEO, for example, you have a business website where you have a blog, you are targeting keywords which people are searching. So for that, uh, it will take much time to target all the keywords, similar keywords which follow a similar pattern. It will take much more time. But with programmatic SEO, you can target all the keywords which follow a pattern, which may have similar design or similar pattern. You can create those pages easily. As I explained that saves time in publishing process. So you'll have to like less effort. It requires less effort to publish the same number of pages. So the regular SEO is all about um, improving the on-page, the off-page strategies like creating backlinks and stuff like that. That is still required even if you do programmatic SEO. So yeah, it's not like they are not very comparable. It's like programmatic SEO is just a subsection of SEO. So comparing them both would not be like very wise.
Brilliant. So, do you want to pick up an audience question right now, or you want to put it later?
Yeah, if like there are some questions, good questions, we
Okay, I
can
have,
keep answering those. Yeah.
yeah. So there is one from Keyur Shah also. Let us see if you can pick up that one first. So his question is, how entities work in programmatic SEO? Do you
Okay.
want to pick that
So
one right now, or you want to take it later?
mm, I don't know like
Okay.
exactly what exactly it means.
Keyur, can you probably elaborate on your question, and then we'll see we can pick that up. Okay. So let us pick the other
Yeah.
one from Parth. Uh, these days, everyone is using programmatic SEO for any pattern of content, but I'm curious to know what is not programmatic SEO.
Yeah, so any like that's right. The one part of the answer is right inside the question itself. That any pattern of content, like which follows the same pattern, any kind of templated content is programmatic SEO. But um, like what is not programmatic SEO? Something that you cannot create by through templates. Something you cannot put inside a template and create multiple pages. That is not programmatic SEO. And the one issue that I see everywhere is that programmatic SEO is not AI content always. Like people assume that if you are doing programmatic SEO, you are just using AI and like GPT and other AI to create content. And that is not always true. Yes, AI can be used inside programmatic SEO to create content, but that's not necessary. That is completely optional.
Okay, super. Let us move forward until few other questions come up, and probably Keyur, if you want to elaborate on your question. So let us. Okay, you want to pick up the other question? Let us see. This is from it's all pro, so I'm assuming Jaideep is watching it. So, what is a good tech stack? We talk about few thousand pages WordPress can work, or any other sites will be good idea?
I would say if you have, like, the design is not your main concern, like, meaning, like, you don't do not have to create very polished landing page style pages, programmatic pages, then WordPress is the best option you have. Like, I have done experiment. I have posted about it on Untalked SEO as well, where I set up a brand new WordPress site on a $6 DigitalOcean, like, VPS server, and published around 50,000 pages, and the site was still usable. Like, 50,000 sample pages with sample content, sample data. So the pages were still like usable. The website would easily handle like 40, 50,000 traffic in just $6 per month. So yeah, WordPress is the best option if you have to create simple text and image and list tables style pages. But if you have to create landing page style pages, maybe you can go with a Webflow. That can be another good option.
Okay, superb. Okay, I think we'll hold on to some of the audience questions for a bit now and move forward with
Yeah.
what we have also, right? But thank you guys. Keep on asking, right? So we'll definitely pick them up as the flow goes forward, right? So the
Yeah.
next question from our side was around what type of business or websites can really benefit from programmatic SEO, because I'm sure not all business should or would have a programmatic SEO based website. So, in your opinion, what kind of business should really benefit from something like programmatic SEO?
I would say almost any kind of business with like who are um, willing to invest in content. Like, almost, like, there are some businesses where you, like, the creating content doesn't help much. But if there are businesses and they are creating content, I think there would be almost 90% possibility that there must be some programmatic SEO topics that they can go with. And mm, yeah, almost any kind of businesses.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
And before you get into the demo or the hands-on part of it, okay, and based on whatever you have experimented so far in last few years, right? Would you be able to share some real-world examples of programmatic
Yeah.
SEO? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll share my screen.
Oh, sure.
I've collected some examples, and yeah.
Okay, guys. So stay tuned. We will just have Deepak's screen.
Mm, is it
Yeah, it
visible?
is coming up. Yeah. So you
Okay.
want to
Okay.
change the tab? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I have these four examples that I really love. For example, this upsolve.org. They have created tons of articles like this: how to file bankruptcy for free in New York. Not like this is not the only one modifier in this. This is like how to file bankruptcy, how to do something else. Like, and they have like, they are very smart about the content. Uh, like, all the description, all the introduction, or everything is different for each post. But I'm damn sure that they are doing programmatic SEO, since the pattern, the formatting is all the same for all kinds of posts. So they are doing a really good job. Another is crontab.guru. You might have heard about it. Mm, it gets around 200K monthly traffic with just uh, keywords like this: cron job every 5 minutes. If you search this must be ranking on the very like top three, top five, and it has pages like this. This is just one page. So this gives you an idea that your programmatic pages uh, can not only be in the format of a blog post, it can be in the format of like this as well. And another I love is this movebuddha.com. So it also generates tons of traffic. And if you see, cost to move from one city to this city, another city, and this is the estimated cost and all the information about like how much does it cost to move from this for different like 2 3 bedrooms 4 bedrooms, and this is like well structured top notch programmatic SEO that we are seeing here. And you can go to any other state, Alabama, then we have this. They have pages for all the cities, all the possible combinations of cities, states, and everything. They have done really good, great job. And yeah, they're also promoting this moving companies. As in, there must be some kind of affiliate thing that's going on. If you click here, so they must be making good money, and it's all programmatic SEO. One more example is this visa list. So, like if you see Hong Kong visa for Ugandan citizen, so what is the requirement that like they're promoting book a flight here, then applicant required all the information about what do you need to get a visa. So yeah, this is all programmatic SEO. These are some really great examples that I always refer to while doing programmatic SEO for myself. So yeah.
Super. Thank you. That was a quick view into Deepak's thoughts and processes also, right? So now if you go a little deeper uh, at an industrial level, right? So what could be a programmatic SEO strategy for, let us say, travel-based page? Would you be able to share some thoughts or outline on that?
Hmm. Yeah, not exactly on the travel. Like the process would exactly be same for the any niche, either travel or anything. So I have some sample data prepared for like AI tools that I'll share my screen, and so like how the basics that how you can do programmatic SEO and in WordPress.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I mainly I mainly work with WordPress only. I do not have all the technical skills to work with other technologies. Yeah, so let me share my screen again, and then I'll
Sure.
yeah. Okay, so yes, I have my WordPress like local WordPress installation here, and the data. Yes, so I have this data of several tools, and this is how, like, when I saw this data, you'll also get to know how complex it can be to prepare the data set, prepare the database for programmatic SEO. So, for example, I have the list of tools that, like, we have put here, their URLs and description. So I just went manually. I opened each and every of these websites and manually collected these descriptions of what click drop is, and just copy pasted here. And then by using the chat GPT, I rewrote. Like this is not ideal in every situation, but I'm just explaining that what I did. So this is the description that I collected, copy pasted, and by using based on this description, I generated the meta description, a short description of the tool. So basically, it just rewrote the collected description in different format. So yeah, this is the data. If you see the pricing, this is manually collected. The category. So based on the description, I asked ChatGPT itself to. This is a like very complex setup. If you see, uh, there must be. Yeah. So I just provided the description here and asked ChatGPT in the prompt that um, pick a relevant category from this list, and then this is the output that ChatGPT gave me. So I do not have to manually look at the description and then categorize the tool. It's all automated process, and it's a very complex setup. So, and from there, the category is being pulled here, and the last updated date. This is also like manually I was putting here. So if I change anything here for in the content, then I'll just change the date like this, and then when I rerun the import, the last date will be updated. The title. So I wanted to keep the title under 65 characters. So this is automatically being calculated inside the title length, and meta description. Meta description is also being generated using AI, and the use cases, who is it useful for, and the screenshot. I also have an automated setup which automatically takes a screenshots of the websites that we have. For example, if I open this, you'll see a screenshot of this clip drop. So this is the process is all automated in this case. Like you cannot automate the process every time. Sometimes you'll have to manually like source the data, manually put the data everything inside your database. And this is some like for internal linking related tools, which are some related tools to this. And yeah, it's a complex setup. One line. So this is the data. And from here, I'll just quickly show that how it all works inside WordPress. So
Absolutely.
let me, yeah, I'll just, first of all, you'll have to make this anyone with the link can see the view the document. Then you just go to WordPress. I have this plugin called WP All Import installed. I'll just add on new import, download a file from URL, put my Google Sheets, and yeah, I'll just creating post in this case and have all the data. So for title, let's say something I can write, learn more about Microsoft Designer tool, something like that. And for template, you can put anything. For example, here I want to put the short description at the very top. After that, some of the data that you have in Google Sheets, Google Sheet, everything will be present here. You can just drag drop all the variables, and it will all be done. But in this case, I think, yes, this is the template that I have created a sample template just to show. So I'll just copy paste. I'll not be doing everything in the call. So yeah, when you see there is a table which automatically creates, then the images, use case, and stuff like that. And except like for now, I'll just put this in the chart. And I always enable this decode HTML entities with HTML entity decode. So what it does is even if you have some HTML content right inside the description, all the content inside your Google Sheets, it will decode the HTML and like parse it easily. For images, I have the images like let me see. The images must be, yeah, the screenshot. So I'll just put a screenshot. This is hosted on an external server on Cloudinary. So download images hosted elsewhere. You also have the options of using images currently in the media library, use images uploaded in this folder as well. And scan through post content and import images wrapped in image tags. So you have some SEO options as well that you can also set alt text to images. For this case, I'll just put this. You have the rank math SEO plugin. You can set up the keyword, what will be the meta title, what will be the meta description, and this is all dynamic. You can like put all required variables here and it will work. Taxonomies, categories, like I'll just skipping all this in this case for slugs. So I have created slugs right inside Google Sheets as well. Like I have a formula which converts these names into slugs. So if you see here, the name was two words, Microsoft Designer, then it automatically put like dash and made everything like lowercase. So yeah, post author, who will be the author, just put the name and go to the next step. Unique identifier. I always put my slug inside a unique identifier. So yeah, the slug and some friendly names like for example I can put tools and it's all done. Once you run the import, let me run the import. And you'll see that it will start publishing. So these are the pages that are getting published. Microsoft Designer, and the format. The table doesn't look like a table because some CSS issue. I'll have to put some CSS data, and this is the last updated information. This is the short description. This is a screenshot. Use cases Microsoft Designer is useful for. Then check more interesting AI tools. If I click on clip drop, then there is separate page for clip drop as well. So internal linking is also done. And yeah, this is pretty much you published tons of pages, and it is getting published. Like it will take time depending on how much pages you are importing, but this is how it's done in WordPress.
Wow, man, that is so cool. Right. So do you want to pick up some audience questions right now, or yeah,
Yeah.
yeah?
Let's pick up
Oh,
some.
okay. Let us see. Okay, so I will pick your question, right? So let me put that on screen. Is there a specific tool or plugin suggestion for WordPress to import content or other basic? I think you showed it, but do you just want to voice over the tool that you
Yeah,
just showed, right?
yeah. So one of the best plugins inside WordPress for doing programmatic SEO is that like WP All Import. That is the best one. But but the only negative point about the plugin is that it doesn't support Gutenberg blocks. It only supports like classic editor. But if you are good in HTML, CSS, then you can like do all the thing inside classic editor itself. But another plugin is multi-page generator. It also supports like Gutenberg blocks, but it lacks some advanced setups like for images. You cannot download the externally hosted images to your media library. So some functionalities like this are not supported in the multi-page generator plugin. But yeah, these are the two good options inside WordPress.
Again, for benefit of all, are these paid plugins or free plugins?
Yeah, paid plugins.
Paid
These,
plugins.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. And then there was a question from Priyanka. Okay, uh,
yeah.
how fast should I publish?
Okay, Priyanka. So it depends. Earlier, when I started, what I was doing that I started publishing in batches. If I have to publish 1,000 pages, then I would publish like divide 100 pages each, maybe each 2 day or every 2 day, 100 pages I will publish, and this is how it went on. But after I had some experience and after I spent some time understanding how exactly it works and all, now what I do is like I would, if I have to publish 1,000 pages, I would publish 10 pages, like initially, and wait for the Google Search Console data and some other like data to see that if there are any errors and if there are any improvements that can be done on the pages. And if on those 10 pages that I publish, if all the data that I'm seeing in the tools is good, the Google has indexed all the pages and the Search Console is also not showing any kind of error. In the next maybe 2 weeks, I'll wait for the 2 weeks for the data to arrive, and after that, if I see that everything is good, I would publish all the 990 pages, the rest 990 pages out of those 1,000 pages at once. So that is how I do these days. And there has been like no problem so far. I have seen people publishing like tens of thousand pages at once and not having a problem. But yeah, you'll have to have the pages really good quality, and you also need to build backlinks because backlinks is another way to get index fast. If you have a new domain, that you will struggle getting index, but if you keep creating some backlinks, then it should be good.
Okay, that's a nice one. So there was a question from Parth, and I'm picking that one right now because it is related to content part of it, right? In terms of
Yeah.
when you're doing programmatic SEO, there's a lot of thin content, as we put it, right? So uh, how can that be avoided, right? Or is there a way that can be avoided?
Yeah, so mm, people assume that if you are doing programmatic SEO, then the content quality must not be that good. But I think that even if you are manually publishing pages and if you hired a bad writer, then also the content quality can go down. So it's not about the programmatic SEO and how you are doing. The thin content problem or any content related issue can only be fixed if you understand the content properly and if you have all the basics of what might be considered as thin content. So always suggest that do not like if you think that in the SEO community, we have a kind of myth that you have to publish at least 1,000 words of content to get index and all. I have seen it a lot, like several people mentioning that you'll like manually stretch, like artificially stretch the content, even if the content can be answered in one or two paragraphs, you'll still add irrelevant content to it and make it longer. But I don't think so, since the recent Google updates and all, I think the content, like even if it should correctly answer the questions and you should put some more relevant data, like list tables to so that it's readable, it's more like easily visualized by the users, and it should be good. But yeah, do not put garbage and like mm, like um, keep an eye on the quality of the content and if all the information in the content is correct.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I agree to your point in a terms of, say, content quality. Again, that's a question also from my end in terms of how do we sustain the content quality, right? मतलब कितनी बार चेक रख सकते हैं, because when you are getting it produced through some tools, right? So for us to maintain that content quality becomes little challenging. So do you have some kind of process or checks that you do while this content is getting produced?
Yeah, check everything manually. Like I have website, like only one of my projects I'm using AI. Other than that, all the projects I'm like creating the content manually inside Google Sheets. So on that website, like some of the descriptions and introductions are being generated using AI for that. But I'm very strict about publishing. I will never let a single page publish because no, without manually being checked. I'll check everything manually for the um, like the facts that AI is providing and the how is the format. If it's not good, I'll manually do the editing inside Google Sheets and then only publish. So I think if you take care of these things, if you are using AI, just take care of like just manually check everything. If it meets the content standard that you are setting up and not. If it doesn't meet the standard, then like do the editing and do not publish.
Nice. I'll pick last one audience question before we
Yeah,
forward. But
yeah.
again, to the audience who are there, keep on pushing your questions. We will pick up from the flow, right? So this one, right, is which things we should consider to start programmatic SEO and which niche we should pick for programmatic SEO.
Okay, so uh, I have never. mm Maybe several people have done do that they pick niches and then start building the site around programmatic SEO. But I say that do not create pure programmatic SEO sites where you are only doing programmatic SEO. I think you should treat these sites like a complete business. You also create manual content. You also create other kind of content, video content, and other form of content, then programmatic SEO should just be one part of the your content strategy. Your entire content strategy should not just be programmatic SEO. So programmatic SEO should be one part of your content strategy. So for these questions, uh, which niche you should pick, something you are already working on. Like if you already have a website, that will be the best to for programmatic SEO. For example, I had a website in the education niche, and it was live since 2018, and I just only published around 120 pages and left it. So it was getting around 10-20,000 monthly traffic till last year August, and it was consistent. The traffic was consistent, but from August 2022, I started publishing some programmatic content on the site, and right now I think there are must be around 3,000 pages that I have published since August last year till like October this year. It's been almost 1 year, and the traffic is now over a million. Yeah, monthly traffic. So yeah, like the niches that you are already working in, it would be the best. But the like if you do not have a website, then maybe choose the niches that you are interested in, something that you can work for a long time without getting bored. So that would be the best option.
पीपल लुक एट कहाँ से ज्यादा कमाई कर सकते हैं उसके बाद niche ढूंढते हैं ना. So that is
uh,
also something like that, right? Where can I get more affiliate money, right?
yeah, that can also be done, but since programmatic SEO, for like programmatic SEO topics ढूंढने के लिए, ideas ढूंढने के लिए, you'll need to know the niche inside out. Then only you'll then only you can find the topics which are really good, and the topics which you can rank for.
Super. So, yeah, again to all the viewers, keep your questions flowing. This is going very well right now. So, moving on to something that we talk very closely from an SEO industry point of view, right? So, we always go back to the search query or the keywords and all those stuff, right? So, in the process that you had just shown, right, how do you ensure that the generated content maps correctly to the targeted SEO queries, right? How do you ensure that mapping to the keywords, etc., that you're targeting for?
Yeah, so the core concept is still the same as SEO. Like if you are targeting a keyword, you put the keyword inside title, you put the keyword inside the like uh, introduction, you put the keyword, maybe the different version of the keyword inside the H2 heading, and some more places. And that is how, like, it's not that difficult at all. Like if you know the basics of SEO, that how to optimize the on page, how to do on page optimizations for the site, then it's all the same. It's just the process of doing it might be a little different, but other than that, it's still the same. And honestly, earlier, I have been in the industry since 2015. So earlier, I think there were tons of suggestions about how to optimize the keyword density, how many times you should use the keyword on the page and stuff like that. But since the recent updates, I think those things don't matter that much. Like even if you have a relevant content about a topic, Google understands that, and you do not need to spam your content with the keywords. Like you don't need to repeat the keyword several times in the content. Google is smart enough to understand the content, even if you have only used your keyword inside the title and not anywhere else in the content. It's easier, I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely. Yes. No, no, the recent updates, I guess, is making that entire process a lot more mature, and that's where I believe that some of us SEO professionals have to also unlearn some of the tactics that we
Yeah,
use, right?
definitely,
So,
definitely.
so it becomes very important. There was a again. Do you want to pick up an audience question, or you just want to go with the flow right now? Or however you choose.
Yeah, we can keep like one questions we can. after every question, we can keep picking one question, and after the rest of
Okay.
all, we can answer them at the last.
Perfect, perfect. So I think your answer actually, or the most recent answer, has probably helped KU to solve his doubt. But there was
Okay.
one question in terms of Google is setting algorithm updates frequently. So, okay, let me put that on the screen.
So
Okay. So Google is setting up the algorithm updates frequently. How effective do you think programmatic SEO will have on content in terms of ranking?
okay, so this is from the accountant guy. I know, I know him by the way. So
Oh,
yeah,
super.
yeah. So what is the question? My question is, with Google is setting algorithm updates frequently, how effective do you think programmatic SEO will have on content in terms of ranking? Uh, like I explained earlier, it's all about uh, meeting the searcher's intent, like if
Yeah.
what they need exactly by searching the keyword. If you are able to provide that, um, like it's all good. Like only one of my websites has recently seen some like downward trends after the recent helpful content update from Google. Other than that, all the websites they are only going upward, and either upward or very stable. So I keep updating the on all the sites. I keep updating the older content which have some
Oh,
outdated information. Do not leave them. It's very important to have updated content on the website. If some pages on your site has become outdated, keep updating them. Keep the your internal linking game top notch, because it's almost as important as backlinks. I believe internal links are almost as important as backlinks. So yeah, programmatic SEO will be there. It's not going to uh, get dead soon.
absolutely. No, I think so. Again, for the accountant guy's question, I think the basics still remain the same, right? When you are looking
Yeah,
at
yeah, pretty
traditional
much.
SEO, right? So,
Hmm.
if you are solving it for traditional SEO, the same things can be applied only like we spoke at the start, right? Only thing different that we are doing here is scale and speed, right? So that
Yes,
is what
yes.
through programmatic SEO, yeah.
It's just a
We are not.
publishing method. Other than that,
Yes.
everything is same.
Right, right. So if you stick to the basics, understand the SEO game or the algorithms perfectly, I guess we are good to go, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, there is one more question in terms of any use cases for affiliate sites.
Yes, yes, why not? Like I showed in the earlier example that they were creating like let me share the screen again quickly. So if you see here in the example that I was showing earlier, where is the example? Yeah, move Buddha. So this was the page that movers from Phoenix, this to Alabama. And if you see, this is what is this? Like users would be searching for the movers,
Yeah.
like who can help them move to from this place to this place. And if you, as you scroll down, this is affiliate site. They are
Yeah.
putting this affiliate thing, so you can do the same. You can pick a niche and you can try to find what are the programmatic SEO opportunities in the niche, and then what are some affiliate programs that you can monetize with. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. So we have got appreciation from Mr. Suresh Kumar ji also. So Suresh has been an old friend of SEO Talk and us. So thanks Suresh and the
Thank you,
accountant guy.
Suresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Uh,
you everyone.
so I think there was one more. If we can just pick that up before. Okay, this
Yeah.
is very transactional one, right? So if you want to pick it up, it's fine. If you want to skip
Okay.
it,
Yeah.
leave it. So, yeah.
No, no. Let's pick it. Yeah.
Okay. So, which plan do you use for Cloudinary for images, and what's your recommendation for hosting? The manage 100K plus pages.
Okay, so I have not done 100K plus pages, and I have only done maybe a few thousand pages, and the free plan itself is working well for me for now. But if as you scale, you might need to upgrade. I think their monthly plan is maybe $90 per month. So if you are really going at large stage, you can go with Cloudinary. But you can also create your own like repository, maybe something like some setup, some setup to host your own images. If you are using WordPress, you can upload or all your images inside WordPress media library from the very start, and there are multiple. Actually, I in the Untalked SEO YouTube channel, I have a separate videos on how to deal with images while doing programmatic SEO inside WordPress by using the like WP All Import plugin. So I have a separate video where I explain the different methods to handle images. So yeah, there must be like it's not very difficult. You can just set up a simple host, put all your images in a folder, upload everything to the server, and then you can host the images from there.
Sorry about it. Sorry about it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so thank you, and yeah, keep your questions flowing. This has been a very interesting, informative session. We still have 15 minutes to go on the session, so keep your questions coming in. So, while we move back to our flow in terms of, I'll go to the challenges part of this conversation, right? So, in terms of, say, from your experience, rather, right? What challenges can someone face while doing programmatic SEO from a very template collection, pages, etc., right? And how do you overcome those challenges from yours, in your point?
Yeah, yeah. So before challenges, I like to say that, mm, like when I say data, like when the data is mentioned in the context of programmatic SEO, people assume that like you need to have a prior data sets with numbers, numerical data set. That is what people assume. But the data doesn't have to be in the numerical format. You can have your, like I said, showed earlier, the AI tools example. I had in the data sets, I had the whole introduction right inside the data set. So the dataset need not to be in the numerical format, and it you don't need to like download the dataset. You can start with like for example, this is how I start. If I selected that AI tools for productivity, this is the keyword that I want to target using programmatic SEO, then I would just inside Google Sheets, I'll just start creating new columns for what data I might require. Maybe tool name one URL, tool one description, then tool one pricing, then tool two, and all the data I'll just start putting in the like columns. And this is how it's done. The introduction there, one column would be introduction, one column would be the screenshots, one column would be URLs and stuff like that. I'll just start putting, and the data is ready. So yeah, the question was, what are the challenges with
Challenges,
programmatic
yeah.
SEO? Yeah. So the challenges is coming up with the first challenge, and I think the most important one that you need to do really well is coming up with the programmatic SEO ideas for a niche. For example, if you are working in like digital marketing niche, then you'll need to find ideas that your website can rank for. You'll need to find ideas that Google is looking for, that people are actually looking for, and stuff like that. You'll do need to know do all the research and then only proceed. So that is the very first challenge that is difficult, and people get it wrong most of the time. Like for example, if you are doing tennis court, then just this, like the very first idea that people get is that tennis court in city or place. This is the very first, and they think that this is the only idea that you can do inside tennis. But no, this is one of the ideas, but there must be other ideas that you can go with. So choosing the topic is the very first challenge. And the next is keeping up with the content. Once you chose the topic, you need to create a page template which uh, contains everything, the image, and which is easier to read, which answers the searcher's intent correctly, which like it should have mm, the content should have like should answer the content should satisfy the searcher intent. And the next challenge would be indexing. After you created the pages and everything is done, the next challenge is with like how do you index hundreds and even thousands of pages fast. So for that, the usual things like you can use an indexing tool. I do not use an indexing tool, but yeah, people do use indexing tools like Index Me Now, I think, and something like that, and submit your uh, sitemaps to Google Search Console and Bing Search Console and other places. Then you do proper internal linking between the generated pages. That is also important for indexing. Then you also create backlinks. That is also very important for indexing. So yeah, this is the challenge and this is how you solve it.
So in that terms, you pointed couple of things. The follow-up question is one is around that backlink. So should you have your guest posting strategy already executed before you do your publishing through programmatic SEO? Because then only you'll be able to give a backlink to certain keywords, right? So, uh,
Yeah.
what is your
So
approach?
yeah, so like if you create backlinks to page A of your website, then it's not going to only benefit the page A. It's basically going to affect the entire website. So if from page A, page B, C, D are linked from page A, they are the link juice or link equity, link authority. It's going to pass from page A to other pages as well, and from there to the home page as well, and from home page then other cluster of pages as well. So it's going to affect the entire website. So people are like I have like some people have asked me earlier that should I create backlinks to all the generated pages that I generate using programmatic SEO? And the answer is no. Like maybe, for example, if you wrote some generated some pages using programmatic SEO, then you can create like backlinks to the most relevant one or the most search one of the pages, or maybe two of the pages, some of the pages, or you can create backlinks to your manually created blog post, which would be more relevant and which will be higher chances of getting backlinks. Or you can create some link magnet pages, what they call it. Like you create some stats related to SEO, 2023 stats related to SEO. So those pages are have higher chances of getting natural backlinks. Like if you are ranking on the top, people do search there's some stats related to SEO in 2023, and if you are ranking, they're going to come to the page and pick some stats, and then as a source they'll link to your website. So that is um, one way. And all the like I'm not going to discuss how to get backlinks because I'm not very good at getting backlinks either. But yeah, you create backlinks to
No,
any pages and it's going to affect the entire website.
no, definitely no. Because see, end of the day, SEO professional, the first thing that we probably think about is was मेरा backlink strategy क्या है, right? What is
Yeah,
how we like do guest posting and all the stuff, right?
yeah,
So my question was coming in from that point that should I, and what I understand is according to you, both should go in parallel, right? So while you are
yeah.
creating your content, etc., at the same time work on your backlink strategy as well.
mm, Not necessarily like
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, if you have the bandwidth to do both things in parallel, then it's very good. But if not, you can first publish all the pages and then start building backlinks to some of the pages. So it like yeah, the indexing process will take longer if you
Okay.
getting backlinks after publishing the pages, but it will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super. So we have 5 minutes more. So if any questions from the audiences, please keep on flowing. I'm like at this point of time super impressed with all the answers coming in. There's a lot of gyan that has been generated here right now. So uh, from a again, I know you are going to talk about some demo and how platform like Canva utilizes programmatic SEO. Do you want to show it right now, or you want to pause for something else?
Canva, yeah. So let me share my screen. I'll see.
Sure.
So I'll have to search. I have not prepared the Canva one, but let's see. Like Instagram graphic template. I'm searching this randomly. I don't know. Yeah, see, the Canva is ranking at the top. So what it does, like I search Instagram graphics template. So when I click on here, what is this? Okay, it shows me, okay, my Canva Pro has expired. So Instagram post templates, and there are some templates. You can just start from here and start working. So this is programmatic SEO. It has these pages for everything, almost all kinds of graphics that people create. If you search LinkedIn post templates or Facebook post templates, Canva is going to rank in the top five. So this is the one area where they are doing programmatic SEO. And there must be more, like for the templates, or I don't know. This is how,
So basically,
yeah,
anything
Canva.
that is repetitive can be templatized and can be
Yeah,
made programmatic, right? So
yes, yes. By the way,
super.
I have a quick video
Hmm.
here,
Oh, nice.
and it says in this tweet, maybe I'll share the tweet with
Yeah,
you. You
you
can
want
put
to
it in the,
share that? I can. We can definitely put it out right now.
yeah. So Canva, like it shows that how using Canva you can create bulk images from the data as a CSV data. So if you
Mm-hmm.
have the CSV data like this, and once like Canva allows you to create a template and then create bulk images. Mm, like
Oh, yeah.
this. So
Yeah, this is the paid Canva feature,
yes,
right? Oh, super.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure about whether it's available in the free plan or not, but I think
No,
you
if I
have to
know
check
it
that.
correctly, it is not again. So
Yeah, yeah.
someone can challenge me if you want, but as far as I know, it is probably not supported on the free version. But if you want to share the link of that tweet of yours, I can put it on the screen right now so people can pick it up.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
sent
yeah,
you.
I got it. Okay, let us see. So, hopes for you. You will see that on your screen now, right? So you can follow
Maybe
this.
put it in the comments. Like from there,
Yes,
people
I'll
will be
put
able
that
to
comment
click
also.
on that.
Okay, there you go, guys. Right?
Yeah, one question that I think someone asked me. I think Parth asked me the question earlier, and
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Like I'll quickly share my screen and then show it.
Yeah,
So
sure.
the originally question was that can the companies or businesses internal data, can that
Mm-hmm.
be used for programmatic SEO? Like some data that you collect from customers and
Mm-hmm.
from some other places, can that be
Right.
used for programmatic SEO? So the best example for that is this, like the page is best restaurants in Bangalore, Swiggy. The page is from Swiggy. So this page is ranking. If you search best restaurant in Bangalore, then it's ranking in Google. And if you see, this is where is it coming from? Like it's coming from the customers' data, the customers' ratings that the customers provide all the ratings for to the restaurants. They have ranked these restaurants based on the ratings from the customers, and some text content is here, some other internal links to other places, and stuff like that. This is one like really great example of programmatic SEO. So yeah, this is how you use your internal data to do programmatic SEO.
Oh, nice. Super.
Yeah.
Okay, we move forward. I think tools and technology you have already explained, so I'm not picking up that question, right? Because I think you have explained those tools and technologies in details already. Okay, so I'll skip to the next question in terms of say what are the common mistakes people make, right, while doing programmatic SEO, and how can those be avoided?
Okay. Hmm. Common mistakes, I would say, is that hmm, like do not, yeah, the very common thing that people I've seen people doing is that you can only do programmatic SEO on new websites. Like you will have buy new domain and then start like choose a niche and then start publishing on the. But I think it would be if you have an aged domain, where it's the site is on for maybe a few years, that would be the best. You like pick your existing websites and do programmatic SEO on that. And some other mistakes, um, I don't know. I don't think anything is coming to my mind right now. But
Anything related to some of those AI tools where people make mistakes in terms of either choosing or not providing the right prompt? Do you have some best practices around that?
yeah, so like if you are using AI, be sure that you mention in the content or in sorry in the prompt that like do not try to keep the description longer. Longer is not always better. So it should like ask it to provide the precise description so that it doesn't unnecessarily stretches the output that it provides. And that is like initially I saw that the short prompt, if you just say that create a content about can dogs eat banana, if this is the topic, if you just provide a prompt, a one line prompt, then it doesn't understand that in what context you need the answers, in what setup for what you will be using going to use the answer for. So it doesn't understand that. So provide as much context as possible inside the prompts, and it should be good. Like provide at least 3-4 lines long prompt and explain everything. That I am writing a blog post, and for that I need this question answered, and provide the answer in in a format that even a standard six student can understand, and do not use uncommon words and phrases and stuff like that. You just specify everything that you are thinking, what kind of content you want, and it will provide a better result.
Super. I think we are little over time, but I will try to squeeze in the last question of the day from our side, right? And that question is again going back little to the basics in terms of if someone is just starting programmatic SEO is or is interested to learn about programmatic SEO, right? Uh,
Mhm.
Beyond this webinar, what could be the learning path and resources? Because I know this webinar and has to be one of the resource someone has to go through or should go through. But beyond that, what could be the learning
Mhm.
path?
So uh, there are like I would try to plug in my Untalked SEO website for this, because I like most of the content is free over there, and I cover all the different aspects of programmatic SEO on untalkedseo.com. So that would be one resource, and I don't think I remember any other website or any other resource which covers the every aspect of programmatic SEO. For on the most websites, they have written one or two articles around how what is programmatic SEO and how to do programmatic SEO, so like that. But they do not cover how to do keyword research and how to do other aspects of programmatic SEO, the other the non-technical and technical aspects. But on untalkedseo.com, you will find everything for free. So that would be the best resource. And we also have a YouTube channel where I'm like um, putting more and more content regularly. So you can follow that as well.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And I guess we'll wrap up this session. So thank you so much for sharing your insights, your knowledge. I know at least I am stunned by all the kind of knowledge that I came to know about today.
Yeah.
You
Thank you, Malak.
actually made programmatic SEO, or rather understanding programmatic SEO, much easier. Because for me, until now, it was this big beast that we need to tackle, but somehow you have simplified that. So I'm sure a lot of the viewers will agree with me that this has been a fantastic session, and was lovely to host you. Right, it's
Thank you,
been
Malak. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the like very first time I'm doing this like kind of webinar kind of thing. So I was initially very nervous that I was not sure how it will go and all, but it went pretty smooth and yeah, it was good.
It's always the first time, and thank that SEO talk was the first time for you. So, good
Yeah.
luck to you, and I'm sure we will bump into each other much more frequently in
Yeah. Yeah.
some other
So
conversations. So, thank you. Lovely to have you here, and to all the amazing audience, thank you so much for all the
thank,
questions, and we'll see you on the other side with a new guest, new topic. Thank you.
yes,
Bye.
definitely. Thank you, everyone. Bye.